Hi students and welcome back. We are going to be looking at section 5 today, the nullification crisis. This is just another issue that President Jackson came up against during his presidency. So in 1828, Congress passes a new law for raising tariffs or taxes. And this tax is basically on any imported goods such as cloth and glass. And the reason for this tariff is basically to encourage growth of manufacturing in the United States. So higher tariffs or taxes meant that higher prices would be on imported factory goods, meaning coming into the United States maybe from other countries. So American manufacturers could then outsell, right, their foreign competitors. So that was the whole point in this tariff, was to help the economy in the United States. So the northern states, of course, with a lot of new factories, favored the new law, the new tariff law, but the southerners opposed the tariffs. And one reason they opposed it is because they had to pay a higher price for factory goods. And it also discouraged trade among other countries, and planters in the South worried that these taxes would hurt cotton sales to other countries. So many Southerners also believed that the law was favoring one region, of course, the North. And they basically said this was unconstitutional. So the Southern states declared that the tariff should be null and void. Okay, so Jackson understood this. He understood that the Southerners' concerns. Okay, so in 1832 he signed a new law that lowered the taxes, but it wasn't enough to satisfy a lot of the supporters of the states' rights, especially in South Carolina. So South Carolina then decides to nullify or reject the tariff, okay, which means that they say it's not fair, and it's they're not going to follow it. That's basically what they're saying when it's null and void. Okay, so South Carolina then even takes us a little bit further with their states' rights, saying, hey, this is not constitutional for South Carolina, and threatened to secede, which means to leave the Union if the government tries to enforce this tariff. Okay, so even though Jackson is from the South, he was outraged by this. And so he calls on Congress to pass the force bill, which would allow him to use federal army to collect the tariffs in the South. But at the same time, Congress ends up passing a bill that lowered the tariffs a little bit further, which then satisfied South Carolina. So eventually South Carolina backs down, and this nullification crisis ends. However, the tensions between the North and South would just get a little bit worse with the years ahead. And we'll learn, of course, a little bit more about that, especially when we get into the Civil War. So that is basically what happens with the Jackson versus nullification. All right, so your homework for today, let me explain. You're going to have section 5 of homework to do. So section 5 looks like this. You're going to add dialogue to the speech bubbles to reflect the Northerners' view and the Southerners' view on this new tariff or these new tax laws. You are to use the words tariff and secede within your speech bubbles. Also, remember to answer the question down here. Do you think Jackson's response to the nullification crisis promoted democracy? Why or why not? Okay, remember again, this is a PDF, so you will have to write in this, type in this, and then do a file save as. This will be section 5 as it states here, and turn this in on Teams. Thanks, kiddos, and have a great day.